Hello, Goji fans! Do you love Godzilla conspiracy theories? Well, I got one that is out of pocket just for you. Now let's dive in. What if Bruce Baxter from Peter Jackson's King Kong is the same dude from Godzilla 2019? Dr. Mark Russell, the father of the girl of the Stranger Things movie. 11. Millie Bobby Brown as Madison Russell. What if I told you the world really isn't flat? It is actually round. Mind-blowing, I know. Suck it, flat earthers. The Monsterverse already proved it.
And can't forget her sidekick from Godzilla vs. Kong, the short dude from Deadpool 2.
Ah yes, Fire Fist, Julian Dennison.
Fire Fist.
Fire Fist. Ooh, that's a great name.
In this wacky, silly theory of mine, we will talk about the actor Kyle Chandler, first introduced in a Monsterverse genre movie, was in Peter Jackson's King Kong in 2005. Actor playing actor Bruce Baxter. He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What?
What if he got the courage to go back out to sea for another adventure movie to act in? By the manipulating crazy director Carl Denham, who is played by another legend, Jack Black. Let's just say they made another arrangement to set sail to yet another remote island that has never been documented, or as we like to say, I discovered it. I got lots of money still from that disaster show, Carl said. And he made a proposal that Baxter couldn't refuse. But before I get to the rest of the story here, I want to discuss the Axis Mundi and why it's a huge part of this theory. So in Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the Hollow Earth is not a single place, but rather a realm called Axis Mundi, a pocket dimension between the surface world and the actual Hollow Earth. Axis Mundi exhibits time dilation, meaning time passes significantly faster on the surface compared to inside. Characters entering and exiting Axis Mundi experience a large time jump. So, theoretically, this could work. Possibly. As we dive in a little deeper into the video, we know that time-delaying dimensions exist through the Hollow Earth.
Ah, what is this so-called Hollow Earth?
Well, let's go to Gojipedia for a better idea. Okay, so the Hollow Earth is believed to be the natural habitat and evolutionary place of origin of all Titans and the Iwi people. In ancient times, a malevolent great ape known as the Scar King enslaved his kind and the ancient Titan Shimo to conquer both the Hollow Earth and the surface world. The Scar King's ambitions caused him to wage war with Godzilla and his Iwi followers. Godzilla eventually imprisoned the Scar King and his army in the depths of the Hollow Earth, while some of the great apes and their Iwi followers who survived the war fled to Skull Island, an extension of the Hollow Earth on the surface world today.
Ah, magic.
Yes, magic! Now we can discuss further why he could be a time delayer. In Peter Jackson King Kong, set in 1933, and Baxter is hired to play the lead role by no other than Carl Denham, Jack Black, ambitious filmmaker, who coerces his cast and hired ship crew to travel to mysterious Skull Island. There they encounter various prehistoric creatures and a legendary giant gorilla known as Kong, which they ended up capturing the beast and sent him all the way to New York to be a prop animal. Kong ended up escaping and climbed the tallest building. They sent the military airplanes to shoot Kong down. After doing so, everyone went back to their ordinary lives. Then, that's where the delayer comes in. Yes, that's the new name. As Baxter and Denham with their crew sail off once again, they of course ended up sailing by the island. Seemed peaceful at first. As they came ashore, they see a forest in the distance, so they walked towards the trees. As they entered the forest, they hiked further and further till they reached some indigenous artifacts and a tomb-looking structure. They came across some pillars with strange markings and eventually opening up a portal. Baxter gets sucked in and boom, he has entered the Axis Mundi. They never discussed Baxter age or Dr. Mark Russell age, so we have to just use our best guess. But that's about an 85-year gap. So how is that possible, you say? Well, the time delaying of the Axis Mundi, of course. A person or Titan could travel to the Hollow Earth, spend a few hours there, and then exit to find that years have passed on the surface. This time, dilation is the reason why Lee Shaw, in the show Monarch, is able to appear much younger than he should be based on his chronological age. The series also shows that Godzilla and other Titans can utilize this time dilation to travel between different points in time. So it would not be too far-fetched for this to happen. But the odds are not in our favor. On another note, if this did happen, it would make sense why he would be in both universes. Or am I just overthinking? Monarch could be the reason he got out of the Axis Mundi. They were exploring further in the Hollow Earth, and Monarch happened to bump into him during their expedition.
It would be like Captain America crashing the hydroplane into the ocean and froze. Then, being thawed out 60 years later, waking up to a new world.
Yes, possibly something like that without being frozen in a block of ice. While he comes back to the modern times, he is mostly not able to adjust. So I feel like Monarch would be best for him, since he already survived multiple monster islands. That's how he probably met his wife while they were working on the Orca project. And if you don't know what the Orca is, I will explain it for you. Alternatively, the Orca is a device used to replicate the bioacoustics used by Titans, effectively communicating with them as well as controlling them to some extent by replicating the commands of alphas. The Orca bears a similar appearance to a computer with a touchpad on the middle that can create bioacoustics. On its right side, it has a button that allows it to send the signal to the Titans. The Titan found Emma and Mark at MIT working on the prototype for the Orca. Together, Emma and Mark's groundbreaking research in the field of bioacoustics revolutionized interspecies communication.
Interspecies erotica.
Before abandoning the project, in 2014, after Mark and Emma's son Andrew died in the Battle of San Francisco, between Godzilla and the Mutos, Emma and Mark destroyed the Orca prototype. Unbeknownst to Mark, Emma focused on rebuilding and perfecting it in the hopes of preventing another catastrophe. But how did that work out in the end?
Not good. So have we came to a solid conclusion yet?
Well, no and yes. If you add all this into the mix, it could make sense. But it's just a theory. No real concrete evidence to support this madness. But we can leave it up to your imagination.
Just like in SpongeBob SquarePants, just use your imagination.
We don't need television. Not as long as we have our imagination.
Yes, just like SpongeBob SquarePants. Basically being trapped for many years, it would make sense an actor would become a scientist to try to escape and make sure that never happens again. But that is enough of my crazy theories. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more weird conspiracy theories in the future, hit that subscribe button too. No pressure. Stay fresh.
Stay fresh, everyone.